Good morning, Mr. Michel.
Good morning.
Thank you coming again. Today we have another program. It's called Spike Prime. Would you please talk about the Spike Prime? Why the student to learn this program? How old the age the student can learn this program?
This over here is a Spike Prime robot. And this robot, it has a brain, it has sensors, it has motors, and it has wheels. And so this is a basic setup. This Spike Prime is made for groups of students who are from grade 4 to grade 8. It could be a competition robot. You can learn Spike Prime if you're earlier, but for FLL competitions, they recommend grade 4 to grade 8. You could also be in grade 9 really, but grade 4 to grade 8 is what they recommend. Now, it's important for kids to use this. It's a good learning tool because with this, if they understand Scratch, Spike Prime uses block programming and it uses Python, and it gets really advanced. For instance, there's distance sensors. This one doesn't have one, but this one here actually has a color sensor. So there's a distance sensor, there's a color sensor, and there's also a gyro sensor. The gyro sensor helps the robot stay on its road. We use the color sensor to do line following. So now students are learning Python, they're learning block programming, they're learning how to use sensors. There's a lot of math. There's even PID, which is position integral derivative, so that if the robot goes off course, it can correct itself and go straight. So the math here is quite advanced. So for kids who want to learn STEM, this is really good because they learn to program, they learn to design, they learn about gears. So if we look at this robot, it's a basic design. For competition, we put a box around the robot so that it's easy to switch implements on and off. All we have to do, we put it down and then we push the button and the robot goes. So some of the things that students have to learn, for instance, this is a rack and pinion. So they have to learn about gears. So if we look at here, there's different gear ratios, and they have to learn about chains and how to make chains and things like that work. So the robot is actually autonomous. And here we use elastics in case when it hits something, it can go around it. And here again, we have a rack and pinion that goes up and down. So this robot can do multiple missions at the same time. For instance, in one of the missions this year, they had to move a boat across the field. So the robot has to be able to push the boat across the field and then anchor it. So students have to learn gears, they have to learn about chains, they have to learn about rack and pinions, they have to learn about direction. There's a lot of learning involved here. And we offer summer camps. Wiz Robotics offers summer camps for kids to learn. We offer lessons. They start by doing block programming. Once they understand block programming, then they move to Python. And Python is something that's taught in some high schools, but not all high schools. And the Python is quite advanced. So kids who take our courses at Wiz Robotics do really well in STEM classes like computer science, computer engineering in high school.
Mr. Michel, some parents once ask me because their kids love to get this equipment, Spike Prime, but they don't know where they can buy. Do you think this can go anywhere, like Walmart can buy this equipment?
No, this equipment is a little bit difficult to buy. The only places actually that I know that we can buy them is from Studica or Spectrum. And those are educational kits and they're competition kits. So if you go to Lego in Vaughan, for instance, I don't think you can actually buy this. So it's specifically for education, but Wiz Robotics offers courses in this, and we have these kinds of kits available. And actually, the kits are not cheap either.
Another question I would like to ask you, when the kids bought this one, do you think they don't need to go to the like with robotics or some other organization to learn, or they can stay home and they can just play?
The kits come with a little bit of instructions. Like you can go online and you can look at Lego and Spike Prime, but there's not actual lessons and there's not actually things that you can build. So you have to design your own, and it's really difficult to program, especially if you're trying to do Python. There's block programming is a little bit easier if kids understand Scratch, but even then, if you're trying to complete missions and stuff, the kits don't come with any missions. So kids can put wheels on, they can do a few things, try to get the color sensor going, but the education that comes with the Lego kits is very limited. So if they really want to learn something more in depth, then they should definitely take lessons and classes so that they can learn more and use the equipment to its full potential.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michaud. Today you come here and then talk about the Spike Prime to everybody. We are looking forward to next time you come in to talk what the subject.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna come and we'll talk about Arduino and the importance of kids learning Arduino. So stay tuned as we talk about Arduino at Wiz Robotics.